Hi there, welcome. I'm Lisa with Lightguided. Great to have you here on the Lumerian Collective channel. This month for November, I'm going to go ahead and channel my guides and just to ask about the collective energy, ask about, what people can be doing to feel more grounded and in alignment, so that we can not only get through our day to day, but get through our day to day living from that energy of joy and abundance that is readily available to all of us. And I want to clarify too, for those of you who don't know me, these messages, this is not intended to wash out the real human experiences that people are having, the real human experiences of suffering that people are going through. That's not to say that those things are not valid. It is to say, energetically and spiritually, that we always have access to new energy. We always have access to the energy that we want to move into. And so it's a little bit of a matter of perspective, and some practice in terms of how we use our thoughts and how we use our minds. So I'm going to go ahead and begin channeling and tuning in, and I'll see you on the other side. Greetings, dear ones. We are so glad to be with you. We are always so grateful to be in your presence and to have the opportunity to speak and connect with you in this way. We would acknowledge and recognize there is much pain and sadness and suffering for the human condition. This is not unique or different from any other time in history. No. In fact, over the course of human history on this planet, there has been much suffering, much pain, and much grief. And if one were to look energetically at the timeline, the history of this planet and the history of humanity, they would see, in fact, that there is a consciousness evolving. There is a lightness coming to the surface that has not been available in the way that it is today until now. There is great momentum and great unfolding occurring that is allowing the human spirit to be more conscious and be more aware of itself as a human, as living in the human form, in the physical form at this time. This is the great awakening, the great reconciliation. It is often difficult to reconcile when one experiences much pain, to reconcile that with the larger truth, if you will, of what it is to be a soul or an energetic being. You are each energetic beings of light. That is the nature of where you come from, of how you are made. And you have this privilege to be incarnated, if you will, to experience your soul through the eyes of this particular form. There is truly nothing more beautiful than that. There is truly nothing more miraculous than that. There is no ideal expression of being human. And many suffer because they hold a belief or an ideology that, in fact, being human means that there is something wrong or broken. We would say for many of you who have this experience that for your souls are perhaps younger in that you have had less time to have experiences that grow or evolve your conscious understanding. So when your souls are incarnated into these human forms, you have more difficulty acclimating to the planet because you have less history embodied in the human experience and less awareness of how this all works. We would encourage you and urge you if you find yourself in this state of disconnect or a sense of separation from all that is, we would encourage you to begin to practice some way to connect in with the greater truth of who you are. Some people find comfort in meditation or awareness in meditation, others through reading certain texts or attending certain workshops or courses, but with people who have this broader understanding. Choose what resonates with your heart at this time. You do not have to adopt these things as your own final truth. Rather, allow the information to sink in and resonate at a vibrational level within you so that you can allow that vibration to shift your experience toward more alignment. There is an understanding at the level of spirit, if you will, that suffering is, we want to be respectful and delicate here because, again, we acknowledge that people are truly suffering. And from our perspective, suffering is somewhat unnecessary. Perhaps to the degree that you are able to learn a certain or have a certain experience through suffering, not necessarily learn a lesson. Suffering is not a punishment. Rather, it is a self-induced experience based on your perception of separateness, based on your perception that you are not part of all that is. This is another belief that we would call out here, is that many of you who do experience suffering believe on some level that you have caused this for yourself or that you somehow deserve to feel this way. And we would simply say that that is not true. At the realm of spirit, you are simply here to experience and expand. And we encourage that experiencing and expanding to be in alignment with as much joy and abundance as possible as you can find within your own consciousness. But that energy of joy and abundance is always here and available to you at any given time. This is something we have spoken to Lisa about quite a lot. And it has now become part of her template or her awareness in the world. This is an experience that she enjoys quite well. We are asking Lisa now if we would like to share about some of her suffering, not here as a way to put Lisa on the spot, but rather to illuminate for other people that suffering is in fact a state of mind. And Lisa, without going into too many details, has had her fair share of suffering. She has been harmed and hurt and treated poorly in many situations from early childhood that have caused much pain and suffering. And we share this again as a way to illuminate the fact that as Lisa has been able to shift and grow, she has been able to heal the pain of that suffering and begin to turn her attention to this greater energy of joy and abundance. That is not to say Lisa does not experience pain or does not experience suffering on some level to a degree as any human would, but that is not where she lives. She does not live in the energy of suffering. And we share this again, not as a judgment. All human beings are on their journey, having their experience to whatever degree they are capable. We simply illuminate this example because we believe it's important to have examples that allow you to recognize that you are at choice. You will see this in all kinds of places in the world if you look. Many people who have overcome terrible hardships and choose to live in love and harmony and joy, you have this opportunity to live in that same vibration every single day. It is important to note once again that the universe with which you live within, the universe that you live within, the physical realm and experience that you perceive as your reality and exist within, to the extent that you are self-aware of being there, this is in fact a benevolent universe. This is a loving and benevolent experience. At the realm of spirit, there is no suffering. There is only balance, harmony, and what you may call karma coming into balance. At this time, the earth, the world, the collective consciousness of the planet Earth is coming into a realignment. There is a shift occurring, and this is generated through the energetic vibration of Gaia, of Mother Earth herself, and her relationship to the cosmos. In fact, while humans often believe they are at the center of the universe, this is not actually the case. It is the factors external to the human experience that are really triggering and moving this shift forward, this shift of expansion. And it just so happens that the humankind and the human experience are, in a manner of speaking, caught in the middle of this great shift and having their own experiences as a result. But the shift itself is more about Mother Earth and her relationship to the cosmos, where she is situated at this time and how she holds the vibration for human life to exist on this planet. That is her role. That is her spiritual purpose, if you will. So all of that, we would challenge you to begin to change your relationship with the idea of suffering, the idea of feeling lost in the midst of all the chaos of the world. The chaos of the world will not be going away anytime soon, we're sorry to say. In fact, it will continue to escalate until it reaches a certain leveling off period, which will not be for a number of years yet. You are not at the leveling off period at this point in time. So we encourage you to find ways to access that peace that is available to you, that joy that is available to you, and that abundance that is available to you, and to continue to be committed to living your best life, to continue to be committed to healing any parts of your experience that get in the way of that beautiful expression. We understand this is maybe perhaps feels like a large request, and ultimately all beings are at choice. We are simply here to encourage you toward a certain vibration, toward that evolution of humanity, the evolution of the planet Earth and her relationship with the cosmos. We will acknowledge that the energy is already in full momentum. There is no going back at this point. It is much like opening a Pandora's box. Once the box is opened, you cannot unopen it. That is where the energy of the earth and humanity are at this time. There is no going back. There is only going forward. And we hope that you are able to do that in a way that is less painful and more joyful. Joy remains your gift from us. Joy remains your part of your true essence. We bring in the light and language of that essence into this space. As these messages come forward, you are able to receive the message of joy. You can picture this energy as a beautiful blue diamond glowing from within. We offer you this gift, this picture, this image. We hand it to you. And you can put that beautiful blue diamond in your hand and place it right in your heart. And this will be a forever remembering of your true essence and how you are connected in with the greater all that is. You are a creator. You are love. You are the spark of the divine. The Pandora's box has opened and there is no going back. This transmission is sent in love and peace. And so it is.